Space, access, organization. Those are the main goals of ShelfGenie of Columbus, and I am here with Michael Saunders, owner of the company. And Michael, you can really make somebody's kitchen work for them in so many ways.
Oh, absolutely.
We're going to start with one of the most, I think, dramatic areas that you can really change in somebody's kitchen, and that's the pantry.
Yeah, I mean, you think about a pantry, most of them are wire shelves or maybe even wood shelves. From about halfway back, people have no clue what's in them.
I have no idea what's in mine, so I need your help too, because that is definitely the point, right? You move in, you put everything in your cabinets, and then you just kind of forget what's there.
Oh, we hear that all the time. When I ask somebody, go into a home and it doesn't matter what cabinet, I say, why are you keeping this there? That's where we put it the day we moved in.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
And 6 months later, it's still there.
6 years later, it's still there.
Well, let's show them what you can do.
So in a pantry, normally, shelves are about half the depth of the pantry. They're not the full depth. They just have some kind of wood or wire shelf in there. And they're all about 12 inches apart, just evenly spaced. Looks great when you move in. You're like, look at this pantry, I have all this room. You very quickly fill it up. You very quickly lose track of everything that's in the back. Maybe once a year you clean it out and you're throwing all this food away that's expired. What we do is we come in and we look in detail what types of food and products you're storing in your pantry. For example, here, if you look, we know these things are all 6 to 8 inches high. And you can see how we've placed the next shelf so close to them that we're eating up as much of that vertical space as possible.
There is virtually no wasted space when you come in.
No, none at all. We will go in depth. What is in here? What would you like to be in here? Do you have something stored somewhere else that you want in here? We go through that in very big detail with the client so that we can understand what we're storing and decide what spacing we want all of it to be between all of these.
This is a good example of how much weight a shelf can hold as well.
Yes. These shelves will hold 100 pounds when fully extended. So you load them up with cans, you load them up with jars, it doesn't matter, it's going to hold the weight.
Michael, one thing that's often in pantries that I didn't see in yours is spices. That's because you found another solution.
Yeah, I mean, a pantry a lot of times isn't in the neighborhood of exactly where your stove is, so we want to get your spices over as close as we can to that. So here, we just showed how we can do a giant spice drawer. We could do that under a cooktop, we could do that in a drawer or a cabinet right next to your stove. So again, what we're trying to do is get everything where you use it, so you're not running all over your kitchen to get it.
It's a lot of the access that you talk about, making it easier.
Exactly.
Michael, you also have something brand new to ShelfGenie of Columbus, which I think is so cool, and I was very impressed when you showed it to me today. Let us know what it is.
So clients would come into our booth every year and they'd ask, they've seen it on Pinterest, House, wherever, can you do an appliance lift? So I finally have a cabinet where I was able to put one in. So what an appliance lift does is takes that nice heavy mixer and makes it very, very easy to get it up where you can use it.
And you can use it if you're mixing something light, you can keep it there, but it's only inches away from your actual countertop.
Yeah, so like you said, a nice light batter, just leave it right here and plug it in. But if you're gonna put a dough hook or something in it and mix something heavy, it's simply a couple of inches and you're right up on your countertop where it's not gonna fall over.
And do you have a lot of people that really are looking for this accessibility, especially when a product is heavy?
Yeah, I mean, one of our main things that we deal with all the time is people being able to access anything, whether it's pots and pans, something heavy like this. Think about how hard it is to get this out now when it's down on the bottom of this cabinet. And now look at how easy it is.
How simple it is. You make things easier for folks. You talked about access, and that's what you do. You customize solutions for people. So call ShelfGenie of Columbus and get your kitchen in order.
That's right. We'll come out and take care of it for you.
All right. Thanks, Michael. ShelfGenie Columbus always has a great deal for our daytime viewers, but you do have to act fast on this one. It's for the first 10 callers. If you mention daytime, you get free installation, which is a huge savings on the overall price. Just call ShelfGenie. It's 888-848-1372. And don't forget to say that you saw it right here on daytime. We'll be right back.